Kia ora, bros and girls, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing chapter 1, map 1 of Avengers Forever. We're gonna do things a little bit differently this month. I might do like my normal stream and then like a 4-star stream a little bit later on. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna take my kind of CG team, but I'm also gonna bring Star-Lord as well. Thor, because I think he does get a synergy there from Proxima, so it doesn't really matter who my fourth is, or I could have Nebula because she gets the 10 electrostatic charges. So yeah, I guess we'll start with that. It probably won't matter too much. It's only map 1 anyway. So what we have here is we're gonna have generally 3 paths for this map, and I guess this one is like reverse classes, optimist, also optimist, and plain vanilla. So I guess it's really role reversal with optimist and pessimist, maybe. And then plain vanilla. So it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna go up through here. We'll take on Sabretooth. So a lot of people have been telling me to R5 Corvus Glaive, and to be honest, I use them in everything. I use them in quests. I use them in Alliance War sometimes. I use them in, you know, just normal uncollected events and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like he doesn't need to be R5. It's not that I don't want to R5 him. He'd be fantastic. He'd do a lot of damage. But he already does a lot of damage. There's kind of nothing really that he can't tackle unless it's a really bad matchup for him. So yeah, I don't know if I want to waste my resources R5ing him. Maybe I could do it for prestige potentially, but other than that, yeah, I quite like to just keep him at R4 and then maybe get somebody else with decent utility to bring them up to R5 R4. Cool. So we'll keep moving along. These are going to be nice quick fights now that we've got one charge of Sabretooth. Thing is, the other one I've been trying to go for this whole month, and yeah, haven't had too much luck just yet, but we'll see how we go. I guess the good thing is when this feature runs out, he goes into the basic crystal, and there's actually going to be quite a few that I'm going to be chasing that are in the basic crystal. So it's no secret that I'm going for an Aegon dupe at some point. Obviously, I'd love to have Thing for variant 2. He's an absolute beast. Probably very underrated, or people just don't know his abilities, but he is so strong. There's a couple of others that I would like. You know, I'd like a Domino. I'd like a 5-star Blade. 5-star Blade would be really, really helpful, really handy as well. Through a lot of the quests. And some specific matchups. I mean, I don't really need a 5-star Blade now, but I think he'd be great for some very specific matchups as well. So yeah, I still wouldn't mind him and Domino. So there's Human Torch on there and Annihilus down here. Well, I'll probably just go through Human Torch. I've fought him a few times now, and I know what he's like, and it'd be interesting to see what he's like without the whole super notes, because he was quite interesting to fight in that challenge actually. In those negative zone challenges, it's quite a beast. But yeah, without those nodes, he's pretty easy, and I think I've got his SP1 evade pretty much down now. I did actually one-shot him a few times near the end of the month there in the negative zone, but I decided not to upload the videos because it was like, what's the point? By then, you guys had already either figured out how to beat him or figured out he was too hard and too costly and wouldn't have gone for him. So, okay, so next up is Phoenix. We'll take Aegon in for a little bit of a play. And yeah, I just can't wait to awaken Aegon. I have some skill signature stones as well sitting there. I don't think I have a whole lot, but you know, enough to make a bit of a difference, and it would be just nice to be able to carry through some of that combo, because I start every fight and it's the same. Um, and Aegon, it really takes him to maybe 200 or 300 combo before he becomes Aegon, you know? Under 200, he's kind of just, yeah, I mean, his damage output is pretty average. Okay, so this is the new guy. It's Ronin. He's skill. Let's have a look at the notes. So he is an Avenger. Unrelenting agility, precision, cruelty, bleed, disoriented. He's got debilitate. He tends to do more SP1s. Change his stance every 6 seconds. So LS7, cruelty passives, he gains evasion on the next incoming hit. Successful evades do not grant stance abilities. When he evades, it increases his attack rating. When he'd miss an attack or be evaded, he gains a cruelty passive. Oh, that's pretty decent. Attacks using the sword have chance to inflict a lot of bleed over time. Critical strikes using the sword have a 100% chance to inflict bleed. That's pretty good. Against bleed immune, he gains a cruelty passive. So persistence with light attacks. Light 1 prepares guard, light 2 prepares wraith, light 3. So depending on how many lights you give, you change your stance. Dodging back after preparing a stance enters a stance. Okay. When entering a new stance, you get a cruelty passive. When entering a stance, increase critical rating. Wow, that's a lot for 15 seconds. You got guard stance. You can activate the parry mastery. You got a chance to perfect block. You can entering the stance purifies the debuffs. Wraith reduces ability accuracy. Demon gives all bleeds increased accuracy, and you can bleed through block. SP1 drops ability accuracy and block proficiency. SP2 bleeds damage over time. SP3 gives you fury for a long time, actually. So I guess this guy's a bit of a damage dealer. I can't imagine he'd be super great in defense. I don't think he's going to be a hard boss to fight, but I think if you pulled him, he would be fantastic, especially against bleed, against champs that can bleed, because it seems like he can, and even against champs that can't bleed, it seems he kind of has that whole X23 thing where I'm going to bleed you, and if I can't bleed you, I'm going to increase my cruelty and crit rating and just do a lot of raw damage instead. And he kind of has a little bit of it's interesting. He's got a little bit of different stuff with the stance. Okay, all right. So there's like a 3 count to his SP1. That's lucky. He kind of 1, 2, 3, and up. He kind of has this whole stance thing, which there's utility on his stances because you can purify, you can reduce ability accuracy, you can inflict higher bleeds. So I think it would take a bit of skill to play, but I imagine he'd do a lot of damage if he's bleed. Maybe competition to Archangel. I don't know. We've yet to see. Nobody's played him on offense. So, but anyway, he's pretty easy to take down. Just back away from the SP1. It's 1, 2, 3. No projectiles or anything. It's just swipes of the swords. Stay away, and then get in there and finish him off. Yeah. So that's. Hopefully that helps. If it did, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Ka kite ano.